My crafty friends, how is everyone doing today? Welcome to my channel and my craft room. I'm so excited that you're here, and I'm here today. This is Sheree, by the way, I forgot to say that. And I'm here to do a flip through of this Cinderella journal. So if you haven't seen any of the videos where I was working on this, I did it quite a lot after the last video, so I will have lots of things that you haven't seen yet. So stay tuned. But yeah, this is for a friend of mine. She's giving it to her mother for Mother's Day, and her favorite Disney princess is Cinderella. I had she wanted to see some of my journals, and I showed her some, and she liked the little golden book, and she liked how I did the spine and kept it where you fold it in and make it with the elastics, where it's like kind of like traveler's notebook style. It's not the size of a traveler's official standard size of a traveler's notebook, but you use the elastics. So she really liked that. So that's what I did for her. So here is the outside. I've got the closure here. I've got a little charm here, and this is really pretty with, looks like a clock with a little flower in the middle. I added these butterflies and this flower to the cover. I have a pretty tassel here that coordinates with the colors. There's lots of colors in this cover, but there are light blues and purples and this kind of purpley blue in the background here. So I think these all really coordinate really pretty. Lots of pretty fibers, as you can see, some sparkly too. On the back, I have a goodie pack here, so I'll show you what's in there. At the end, here's, let me open it up here. Here's the paper clips on this top that I have in this one. And so you just open it like that. And here's what it looks like from the side. We did these trims together where we have a few laces here. And let's see, there's a lace up here too. And these pretty pom-poms, pom-pom trim. So it's, I did it with her in mind as a first time ever seeing a junk journal and not knowing anything or ever even hearing the word junk journal or journal where people make their own, you know, these types of journals. So as we open up, I use coordinating scrapbook paper in here so you have a nice cohesive opening to the journal. And I put a little nameplate here so she could write her name or whatever she would like there. Her daughter could even write a little inscription there. There is lace on this first page, and this is a light pink lace. It's got this scallop design, really pretty and delicate, and it looks white, but it is very light pink. We made this library pocket together, and in here I tried to put a lot of ephemera here, but in here, and it's I try to give her a sampling of what I make, you know, kind of like what, you know, so she could maybe get a little idea of what junk journaling is about and what you put into a junk journal, you know. So it's not all necessarily Cinderella or Disney Princess. It's more of a sampling of, with color coordinating of papers and ephemera. So here's a blank library card. This one I made myself, printed and made it. So that is in here. So she could have I didn't have any brand new ones that were like from thrift stores. I had one, and I think I used it in my last journal. So this is one I have, or had. I don't know if I know where it is right now because, well, it's a long story, but I had a digital where I could print these out and make them myself, but now I don't know. I had everything on a jump drive, and I put the jump drive in a safe place, and now I don't know where I put it. So one day I know I'll find it, and I'll find all my digitals. So we shall see. Anyway, I put one of these bookmarks in there too. There was one in the sample. I have the Sleeping Beauty in my shop, and I had one of these in there. And this little girl actually looks, if you picture this little girl grown up, this actually looks like my friend or her daughter, the lady that's getting it for Mother's Day. I kind of thought it looked like her, and I thought maybe when she sees this, she might think it looks like her daughter too. We'll see. But I thought it did, so. And there's two little tags in here. These I got in Happy Mail. I just added the baker's twine and the gold cording on this one. But these little tags I actually got in Happy Mail a good while ago. And I'm trying to remember you to use them because they're so cute. But look at that. It's the yellow little golden book paper that you see in little golden books. Isn't that cute? I love those so much. And so as we move on, there's a pocket over here where I added some ribbon. And here I have one of my little tags that I made from a little golden book. So I think she would enjoy that. And I think she'll enjoy seeing the stitching on different things in here. So that's stitched around with little pieces of fabric. And this is just a little note paper. So I kind of focus on writing too. So she would have, if she didn't know what to do as far as gluing pictures or things in here, at least she would have plenty of places to write. So this is some primary paper where I added a little kind of an applique flower up here. Really pretty. A little decoration right here. It's a little, I had these little pieces and I kind of wanted to use them up. See, these all match. And so I wanted to use them up, so I did in this journal. So you'll see them throughout, but these are little corners that I put here. They're little, and made them into little corner tucks. And so, and this is a little coloring. This is a mini like coloring book that I have. And so I put that in there. And so she has this paper here, which those are really pretty on this paper. And then also this coloring piece that she can do something with, like color it and then glue it down somewhere or whatever she wants to do. So I have several things also clipped in note paper. So this is a little note paper here clipped on with one of my decorated paper clips, and it says someday. Here's the title page. And as I was saying in one of my videos, this doesn't have the date, that it was printed actually, but it just has 1950 or maybe the original copyright, but not the current copyright. So I think it's vintage book, but I don't have the current date. So I left the two signatures together. I put one in this signature from the the little golden book, and put one in the second signature. So this is the first signature from the little golden book. I've got pom-pom trim there. You can see how pretty that is. This book has really pretty pages. And I tried not to cut off the words, so I think I did pretty good. I just cut off a couple letters there, but that it is what it is. I think you can still read the story if you want to. And that little applique flower there. Another note paper clipped onto this page. Some ledger paper. And on this ledger paper, I have some pretty ribbon here, decorating ribbon trim. Here I have some pretty white, this white trim is glued onto this page. I decorated a guest check for her since she's giving this to her mom for Mother's Day. I put "You are amazing" on here. So it would be like a message from her to her mom. You are amazing on that guest check. And that is a pink guest check, just in case you can't see the color in the camera, in case it's not coming through. That is a light pink guest check. And a piece of note paper there. This is another piece of note paper. It's got a grid on it, which I think is nice, kind of a different writing paper. That was a little notepad I have that is from. And there we go. And then this, I thought she would enjoy this little journaling card I made a while ago. It's on manila folder, but these are little pieces of scrap fabric. I drew this flower on here, and then I filled it in with little scraps of fabrics. So isn't that neat? It came out really nice. So, and it is sewn around. This is sewn around, and this is sewn around, and then a little stem right there is sewing. And then it's sewn around on the card too, so I thought she would enjoy that. And then this is a little journaling card made out of security envelope paper. It says "Ready Post" on it. So I just thought, you know, somebody that's never seen anything like this would be like, just kind of like, wow, you know, somebody made a journaling card out of a, you know, type, you know, just discovering everything like these type of things for the first time. So here's the middle of this signature. I put this pretty scrapbook paper here, and then I added these pretty doilies. This is a nice old vintage doily. It was actually almost a little brittle, but I glued it down here the best I could, and I think it looks really pretty. Then we have a pocket over here again with that pretty white trim here. And in here I put a big, large postcard. Again, it's Mother's Day, so I thought a love postcard would be appropriate. Love, and that's a postage stamp on there, as you could see. And a little flowery, pretty little flowery notebook here with places she can write on all of these little scraps of paper here that I made into a booklet. It is sewn down here. Then ledger paper with that pretty pink ribbon trim. That is a grosgrain ribbon, so very nice ribbon. This is pink lined paper, and on this side, oh, I didn't put any decoration on this one, just pretty paper, little applique there, and then the other side of those, the signature that's in this, you know, pages from the book. So this is the other side of those. We're on the back half of the first signature. A little notepad here that we put in together. I used this scrap as the cover of this little notepad, and then in here is a resume paper, so it's a nice thick paper that she can write on. And then she has this whole space too, and that's sewn on to that page. Little applique flower there. And this is the last page of this signature with a pocket. It has the lace trim on it, and a pretty ribbon here. This is also grosgrain ribbon. But here's all the little things in this pocket. I get everything. This is also a little golden book postcard. So there's the writing side, and then this is stroll. I thought she would like that. Out of the ones I have left, I've used a lot of these from this little postcard book that I found at a thrift store. Very surprisingly. But yeah, I actually found that at no, wait a minute. This book, this little golden book. You know what? I found that I'm just remembering this particular little golden book, and I only found one. I found it at Dollar Tree. It was only $1.25, and I looked at every Dollar Tree around to see if anybody else. They didn't have any more, and nobody else around had any. So it was just kind of a random thing. Somehow, this little golden book. Postcard book ended up at Dollar Tree, and I was there and I found it. It was like kind of like a miracle type thing. Like, how did that happen? That I got so lucky to find that day. But yep, that's what happened. So this is a recipe card. I thought, you know, another thing that somebody that's never even heard of a junk journal will be like, recipe, isn't that cool? You know, this old recipe card that was made into a tag, with a pretty flower up there and writing space on the back. You know, try to put myself in her shoes to see what she would like. This is a little index card that I cut in, like, kind of in half. I think it's a little smaller than half. Rounded the corners, and I have a little puffy sticker there. It's a little kitten. That is cute. Little writing spot, little journaling card. And this is I have a little basket here in my craft room that I put little bits in that kind of like don't belong anywhere else. So I brought that out, and I found this in there. It says Happy Day. Cute little journaling card, isn't it? Yeah, so that's in there. So here's the tie for the closure. This is how this works. And I want to show you this because I left a lot of string here. I actually tightened it up to make it fit around here just right. But say she puts a lot of things in here and it gets thicker. You can see there's plenty of room here it's a double knot, so you can untie this and loosen it up. And I need to make sure I tell her daughter that so she can tell her mom that. But yeah, you can loosen this up and make this longer if it needs to be, you know, so it's not you know, too tight around the journal. So on to the second signature. I put a little label here. I found this in a little bit spot basket too. This pretty little label, and I thought it was just perfect for this spot here. I wanted to do something different than just put ribbons on all of the pockets, so that's what I did on this one. And then I put one of my spools in here as a journaling card that we made together with my new dies. And I put one of these little coloring or painting cards in here, and it has a princess on it, so you know it goes along with the Disney princess theme. This one is just, this was in my bits basket, and so was this. So I really went through there and tried to pick out some things. This is just a little journaling card, or a card that she can make into something, a tuck spot or something, if she, you know, gets to that point. But it says, "I love Saturday." And you can see how I'm talking about what I mean by I gave her kind of tried to give her a good sampling of different things, not just Disney Princess or Little Golden Book, but a good sampling of things so she could get an idea of what kind of things we put into a junk journal. This is a little sales tag. It even has, I must have gotten it off of an item because it has a price tag on the back, but it's super cute. So I put that in there. The primary paper in this signature with a little applique. This is the little corners I put in this signature, and I put this piece of paper from a notebook in there that she can write on. Just a little plain piece of paper, but it's from one of my notebooks that I've collected that I have too many of that I took apart to use in my journals. So, and it just fit in here perfectly, so I put it in here like that. And then the pages from this book, where I have the pom-pom trim on this page. And there's three. Look how beautiful those colors are in this book. It's so pretty. And then we have graph paper here with a little applique flower. These are some more of the bits from those pieces I wanted to use up, you know, that included the corners. I took a couple of the little pieces and made a little kind of cluster or collage there on this pink lined paper in this signature. The ledger paper in this signature with the pretty grosgrain trim. On this side I have paper clipped a recipe card. So here's a pocket here, and I decorated it with a couple of pieces. This is a tag here that I just, you know, here's the string, and you can write something here. The word on there says documented, and then I decorated it with a little piece of ephemera over there, and it actually is a belly band, and there's a little tag in here. It says "this moment," so that is in there. Cute, right? And then in the pocket, I gave her one envelope. I wanted to kind of put more envelopes, but I didn't know if she would even know what to do with any of the envelopes, so I just gave her one of my handmade envelopes. I made this out of a piece or it was a page in a travel journal. As you can see, it says travel right there, and it has lines on both sides. So she could write on it or do whatever she wants with it. But again, a sampling of what goes into junk journals. And it is sewn all the way around here, so I thought she might enjoy that. Patchwork fabric tag or journaling card sewn around. A book page. Now this book page is from a flower book. Has a lace topper on it. It's sewn around. So, and it's backed with file folder. And then this is a little tag from, you know, a plant that I recouped from a plant somewhere in my travels, probably at my previous job. There was a lady that used to bring in orchids all the time. As each holiday, Easter, you know, several holidays, she would bring us a new orchid for the office. So I have backed it with some cardstock and topped it with some vintage sheet here, little vintage sheet topper, as you can see. So that is all in there. And the middle again, and this time I put the doilies on the top. The other one had the doilies here, the other signature. This one has the doilies up there. Doesn't that look pretty? I really like it. It was pretty before without the doilies, but I think it's even more pretty. And I think she'll love that idea of using a doily in that way. Because I wanted to put a doily in here, and I decided to do it like that instead of putting it in as a page or something. That way it's more sturdy, you know. And it actually has a purpose of decorating that page. So this pocket I decorated with a few pieces of ephemera. Has a little banner here, like a little flag banner, a little bird, and the word happy. And then in here is, if I don't know if you all have seen it as of the time of this journal, but I have a video either coming out or already came out where I worked on decorating a few of these paint samples. So this is the one I put in here. I said I was going to put one or two in here. So this is one we did together with the butterflies. So that is in there. And we did back it with some white cardstock so it can have writing room on the back, in case you didn't see that video yet. And then I put a pretty journaling card in here. That's like cardstock. That was cardstock paper pad that I made all of those. That paper pad I was trying to use up. It was like a 5x6 or 4x5 or something paper pad. Trying to use it up, I made it, the whole thing into little journaling cards like that. Oh, and this is the other paint sample. I put two in here. So this doesn't even look like a paint sample anymore, but it is a paint sample. Put white cardstock on the back. You can read the word through, almost through the back. That was a Kills, you know, Kills paint. It was a Kills paint, sample paint card, and we made this together in that video too. And it says best day right there. So that's a journaling card also. What are we catching on? Probably a butterfly or something. Let me put it in back. There we go. Okay, and I put a little leaf pieces of, this is a piece of ephemera from an ephemera pack right here. But I put a little leaf right there. I just thought that was pretty. And it has that ribbon on there. And then here is another little collage of those pieces I wanted to use up right there on that paper. On this side, I just have clipped a pretty pieces, graph paper. I have a pretty piece of note paper clipped on there. And then the pages from the book. There's 3 pages in each signature, or 3 papers with like 6 pages or 12 surfaces. So these are the pages, the rest of the pages from the book. That's the last page from the book. And then here's the pink paper here with a file folder glued on there. Here's another little piece of something you could write on here. Just something a little different that I picked up in my travels at thrift stores that's clipped on there. Applique there. This is the last page of the signature. And this pocket, I put a little piece of ephemera right here that says happy, happy, happy. And this is a little cookbook journaling card. This is from one of the old, like Betty Crocker, you know, the ones with the pretty colors. Vintage Betty Crocker children's cookbook. I think that's what that one was. I think it was a children's. It's either the children's or adults, but it had those pretty colors. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. You probably do. And then this is just a tag made out of scrapbook paper. It's a pretty tag to write on if you want, if she wants. I put this in there just to show her, like, yes, you can even make a tag out of old. This was from a work basket, I think. So it has these old ads here. Swedish embroidery and brand new Christmas gift for children. $1. So I don't know. Let's see. I don't know how old her mom is. She could be my age or she could be a little younger. My friend and her daughter is old enough to be my child. So about the same size. I mean, same age as my kids. So... so her mom could be my age. So this work basket is, like, I don't remember work baskets as far as, like, I don't even remember my mom getting these. I never knew about them until I learned about them on YouTube and saw them at a thrift store. So I don't know, like, these are pretty old ones that I have. And I know they have younger ones from the 70s, but just my mom never got it, and so I never knew about it. So her mom may have never heard of it either, but still, she probably will recognize that those are old ads. And a Rolodex, one of my, the Rolodex cards that I make, that's a Rolodex card. So I thought she'd get a kick out of that, like a Rolodex card made out of scrapbook paper type of thing. Like, if you've never seen these kind of things, you're kind of like, it'll be a new experience discovering all these things. And this is just a little tag I stuck in there. It has lines to write on over here. And it was in I think this was in my bits basket that I call my bits basket. And I put a string on there. I think it was just like in there like this. And I went ahead and put some baker's twine on there and added it to the journal. And then, we have the lace there. This is the library pocket in the back. And in here, this is a bookmark. I think I made this out of a piece of, I'm calling it a bookmark, but I just really put it with my bookmarks because it was just so pretty. It's a little scene from something like, see, here's the back of it. I don't know what it was from, a brochure or a little book or something, but I just thought it was pretty scene. So I put that in there as, because I had it with my bookmarks. I was trying to find a bookmark to put in here. And some of them are too tall, and this one fits, so that's why I put that one in there. And then I thought she would get a kick out of these two also. This one's very retro looking, and it's from some type of sewing something. I don't even know. It's cardstock, and I don't remember what it's from, but probably, I don't know. It's cardstock, and it's cute, though. So, and it has the rickrack on there and everything. And then this is also pretty cute. It's just a little tag, but it has an eyelet there. Just a little piece of string. The stamping, it has the number 4 here that I cut from a calendar. And this piece that looks like it's from a sewing pattern or something. So, yeah, just a cute little tag. So I hope she enjoys all the goodies. And in the goodie bag, I didn't put too much in the goodie bag because I didn't want it to overwhelm her. And I didn't know, I figure she's going to have enough in the journal to figure out what to do with. And then if she has some of her own things to put in there. So I just I did this cute little treat bag that I got here. It's small. So I like the size of it. And I just put in here all the scraps from the journal. So she'll have all of these scraps to play around with. They're all little pretty scraps of scrapbook paper that she can fool around with and try to figure out something to do with them as a new junk journal or as a new person that never had a junk journal. Like if you're used to using paper crafting and things, this is no problem, but this would be for her, she'll be like, I wonder what I'll do with these type of thing. So that just fits. This is nice too, like if you get one of these journals with the elastic, another nice thing is you can tuck things back here, like say you want to just tuck some things back here that you're waiting to put into the journal. You could just tuck them back into that elastic. Let me put this around the front, but tuck them into the elastic. Then when you get a chance, you can go and put everything in there, photos or whatever that will fit there. Or you can even keep the bag. You could even glue a bag back here if you wanted to and tuck things in it, but I'm not going to glue that down. I'm just going to leave it like that, and that'll be up to her to use her imagination. But I hope you enjoyed seeing this through my eyes, looking at it through a person that's never heard of a junk journal before. And let me know what you think, and if I don't know, just let me know what you think. So thanks for watching today, and I will see you in my next video. Have a great day.